Hey there! Have you ever heard of Bigfoot? He's a pretend creature that people say lives in the woods. We know Bigfoot isn't real, but some people like to pretend to go on Bigfoot hunts. If you were trying to catch a Bigfoot, what food do you think you'd put out as bait? Maybe a fish? Maybe a trail of breadcrumbs? Well, I don't know what a Bigfoot would eat, but all this talk about fish and bread reminds me of something. We've been talking about a lot of pretty unbelievable things recently, like Bigfoot. But today, I want to tell you about a time when Jesus did something really unbelievable by helping people who were hungry. Have you ever been really hungry? If you could eat anything you wanted right now, what would it be? Let me hear it. Maybe pizza? An ice cream cone? Candy? A burger? Chicken nuggets? Well, the people in our Bible story didn't have drive-through restaurants or pizza delivery or grocery stores. But do you know what they did have? Jesus! And he did a miracle to feed them when they were hungry. Let me tell you about this story. It's from the Bible, in the book of Matthew. Jesus had been out with a crowd of people all day long. He was teaching and healing people for hours and hours, and before they knew it, the sun started to go down. It was dinner time and everyone was hungry. But they were out in the middle of nowhere with no food in sight. Well, almost no food. There was a little boy with just a little bit of food. He had 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. But surely that wouldn't be enough food to feed a crowd of over 5,000 people. The disciples told Jesus to just send the crowd away and let them come up with their own dinner. But Jesus had another plan. Jesus got all the people to sit down on the grass. Then he took the boy's little bit of food, thanked God for it, and began to break it into pieces. As he broke the food into pieces, he handed the pieces to the disciples so they could pass them out to the crowd of people. Jesus kept breaking the food into more and more pieces, and the disciples kept handing out more and more food. They kept going until every single person had eaten bread and fish. But not just tiny little bites. Everyone had eaten tons of food. Afterward, the disciples picked up 12 baskets full of leftovers. Can you believe that? What a cool miracle! Jesus took 5 loaves of bread, like this, and 2 fish, like this, and used them to feed a crowd like this. Jesus gave them food because he cared about them. He knew just what they needed, and then he provided it for them. Just like the people in this story, Jesus cares about you too. So when you eat your food this week, thank Jesus for providing you with food to eat, or whatever else you have to be thankful for. Because every good thing you have, including your food, is from God.